What's up guys, it's DWrecked, and today I'm going to show you what all my new settings are and give you the reasoning behind it so you can find your perfect bindings and sensitivity. After that, I'll show you some improvements on my last binds video and give you some upgrades on how you can improve your editing speed and consistency. If you're new here, make sure you like the video and subscribe, and check the description below for a discount code on my brand new Fortnite course. Now, majority of my Fortnite career has been on a regular PS4 controller, no claw, no control freaks, so I know all the ways to optimize a regular controller, whether you're on PS4, Xbox, or Switch. I've recently started playing on a SCUF controller. I'm not sponsored by them, but that's why you'll see my bindings look a little different than a normal controller. I'm actually onto my second SCUF controller. The first one broke. I may or may not have been playing Fortnite. I might have gotten a little irritated. I might have spiked my controller into the ground and broke my R3 button. Who's to really say? Anyway, I'm going to start the video by showing you my sensitivity and show you how you can find your perfect sensitivity. Then we'll cover optimizing your regular controller, whether you're on PS4, Xbox, Switch, whatever platform. And last, I'll show my SCUF bindings since I'm sure a lot of you are not on a paddle controller. So to start, I play in a 0.75 XY Sens. This is really going to come down to your shotgun and SMG hipfire aim. You want to adjust your XY until those two things are accurate, since every other setting can be changed later. If you find yourself flicking past other players a lot, lower your XY, and if you feel too slow, raise it till it hits the sweet spot. Next, I have a 0.55 ADS sense, also known as your targeting sense, and a 0.65 scope sense because I like to flick shot with my snipers. Your ADS or targeting sense is all about your short, mid-range combat, making sure that whenever you're aiming down sight, you can track your enemies well. Scope sense is all about how well you can lead other players with a sniper, or track long-range players with a scoped or thermal rifle. Another thing I'll notice when my scope sense is too low is aim assist kind of locks onto other players with a sniper, so that's another reason I like having mine higher. After that, my building sense is a 1.6, which for me is the perfect balance of speed, being able to place walls behind me when getting shot in the back, and also consistency. If this is too high, you won't have any control of your builds. Your 90s will be sloppy and all over the place, which will slow you down. Your double ramp wall rush will be slower because you'll be running too much left and right, and you won't be able to do the double ramp wall floor rush because you'll just be completely out of control. It got a little delayed last month as I was working on my giveaway and Fortnite course, but I'll be posting my unique tutorial on the double ramp floor wall rush in the next few days, so make sure you're subscribed for that as well. If you're new, you might want to start out at a 0.5 XY sense and a 1.25 build sense, and then kind of go off from there and adjust as you need to. Next, let's talk about button bindings. Again, I'll cover what my current SCUF bindings are at the end of the video. Button bindings are all about personal preference, what's comfortable, but I always try to make my thumbs on the sticks as much as possible so I can be quicker at aiming and reacting. There's also a really big idea for changing your editing layout that could help you a ton here. Here's how we can improve all this. I want to start with the editing section for my subscribers because I know a lot of you came from my button binds video and there's no editing section there. I made a couple changes to those binds that will also allow you to crouch when you're in build mode and edit mode. I honestly don't think there's a better editing layout than this because you don't have to take your fingers off any of your controls, but again, it's all going to be personal preference. Wherever you choose your editing to be, once you get in edit mode, you want to use the triggers as your edit tools. You can keep the right trigger, or R2, as the button to select your edit. I liked having left trigger, or L2, as the confirm button because you always have your finger on there so you don't have to remove any fingers off the controller. Then you can have either bumper, R1 or L1, as your reset button. If you have R1 as your reset button, you'll be quicker at resetting your floors and walls into their normal form. That's because you can hit reset with your right hand and confirm it with your left hand. If you have L1 as your reset button, you'll be able to reset a wall and then edit it into something new much quicker. Don't be afraid to change these binds around till they're comfortable for you at your current skill level. Now for your other controls, if you turn sprint on as default movement, you can free up your left stick as an extra button and you have a few options for it. One is to change it to jump, which will allow you to jump and aim at the same time. Huge for shotgun fights, SMG spray, and build battles. If you're already comfortable with jump on the normal button, then you can change left stick to instant edit or build mode. It's important to me that I'm able to crouch in all situations, and I want it to be easy to press, which is why I keep it on my right stick. You see elite PC players dodging bullets with timely crouches and peek shotting quickly all the time, and it's a huge way to get an advantage over other players. So the last big change I made is in build mode, swapping R3 from rotate to crouch. And then I put rotate on my emote button. It's a really rare situation when you need to rotate something quickly, and I'm not all that concerned with that. In exchange, you're able to crouch no matter what you're doing, so putting R3 as crouch and rotate on your emote button seems like a really natural switch. The last thing I did isn't necessary, but I put sprint on right D-pad. With sprint as default movement, you can sprint by pushing your left stick forward all the way. You can still walk or crouch walk by just pushing your left stick forward less. However, it's nice having the ability to auto sprint. Alright, last up is my binds, which I started tweaking lately after getting my fresh controller in. I have 4 paddles on my Scuff Impact, but I only use 3 for comfort. They're set to jump as X, build mode as circle, and edit as right D-pad. I really like having L3 as my pickaxe. So I set that there, then I swapped my map to triangle because I wanted the touchpad open. I don't care as much about having my sprint button there, but what I really wanted to do was have my traps on touchpad. With traps on square, I would have to stop aiming whenever I wanted to place traps. But by putting it on the touchpad, I can either move and place traps, or I can aim and place traps. Basically, I have more versatility because I can use either thumb to place my traps now. Anyway, I hope this video helped you out. If it did, make sure to like the video and subscribe for my new double ramp wall floor rush tutorial. In the comments, let me know what sensitivity and binds you like best and any tips you need help with. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.